Okay, good day, everyone. My name is Gabrielle Ossinga. I'm a biogas and hydrogen lead at SeaH4 as well as a co-founder. I am from Gabon, country in Central Africa. I initially came in South Africa for my studies and ended up working here. How SeaH4 was founded? So it came for an idea of our CEO. Basically, it was during Olympic Games, I think 2028 in China. There was a blossom of algae that was basically obstructing any competition, and then selling competition. From there, he had the idea we can use that, we can do something with that instead of just wasting it, throwing it away. That's how basically SeaH4 was came into his mind as an idea. To 2021, he joined one of our other co-founder, and they registered a company up to where we are today. So I'm a chemical engineer by background, and I have a specialty into biogas production. That's basically what's my area sector. That's what I do into SeaH4. I'm related. I take care of everything that comes from the production of biogas to his quality and then upgrading into the biofuel that we are aiming to produce. Okay, so growing algae. So we are using a specific algae, which is called ulva, like a spinach leeches. We need like a start material, so a start feedstock. We will grow the ulva in raceway ponds, like small pools that will basically be growing on itself. That's why we call like natural processes. We're not adding anything. We don't have any equipment or anything. It's just going on the sun, on the right pH, on the right water temperature, on everything. And then this feedstock is then used to produce the biogas. Biogas is mostly SeaH4, so methane, and carbon dioxide. The methane will then be upgraded into bio-LNG. That's the one we will use directly. And then our byproduct, the carbon dioxide, we will use with green hydrogen that will be produced from our partner to get e-methanol. We will therefore have two biofuel, the bio-LNG, liquefied natural gas, and the e-methanol for the hard-to-abate sectors. So at the moment, since October 2024, we do have a demonstration plane in Pepper Bay in Saldanha. This demonstration plane has the aim to focus on our nutrient cycle. So making sure that we do have enough feedstock, meaning ulva, for the production of our biogas, and that it basically burn out like concurrently and have no hiccup or challenges along the way. Up to now, I can confirm that it's actually running smoothly. We are aiming to have a pilot plant in Namibia. So we will be going from a small pilot plant to a bigger one. So that will be, I think, 60 times bigger than the one we have in Saldanha right now. That pilot plant will then be producing, so starting to have revenue and producing the full bio-LNG. Because at the moment, at the demonstration plant, we are not producing the biofuel. We are just burning the gas to make sure that we do have enough feedstock to produce our biogas. In the pilot plant, we will have the full process. So from the ulva production to the biogas production, and then to the bio-LNG upgrading. Then not the last one, but then the bigger side as well, that will be 600 hectares of ulva pounds that we will have in South Africa. We'll come back in South Africa in Saldanha for that one. And it will be basically the same exact process. That will be the one starting to generate profit as well. So revenue and profit, and aiming the biofuel for the SAF, so sustainable aviation fuel. Whereas the one in Namibia, the pilot plane, will be focusing on biofuel for the maritime sectors and operator. So, as at SeaH4, we're aiming to produce biofuel. But basically, we start with the maritime sector because first, two of our co-founders have more than 20 years experience in that sector. So it's easier for us to enter that market where there's already like a noun and some colleague partners that we can get from their experience. We focus on renewable energy, being as the biofuel, but we will also produce electricity because our partner in Namibia, they do produce green hydrogen. Green hydrogen comes from desalination and electrolysis, and you need grid and electricity for that. For transport manners and concern, we will have our own electricity produced on site as well, and the surplus of electricity of energy will be sold to IPPs. So for that, we will focus initially on renewable energy, but at a later stage, because Ulva is so you can do many things with Ulva. You can have it in food production. You can have it in cosmetic. You can have it in pharmaceutical. Our CEO even had mentioned the idea of producing gin, so alcohol from Ulva. So at the starting point, renewable energy. But at the later stage, when we will be like totally implemented, we will have another income stream coming from Ulva. So when it comes to, because now we're basically focusing on biofuel, meaning bio LNG, but also the green hydrogen. Green hydrogen, especially in South Africa, has expanded a lot in the last few years. When it comes to the biofuel, the first powered vessel in Africa from biofuel has been basically landed in 2023. That's really near. That's just 2 years ago. Meaning that for us, we believe that we are on the right track and in the right time. That has to happen actually now. In the last 3 years, there's also an urge from European Commission of Fuel Maritime, the sector we aim to target first, to have a decarbonization when it comes to the fuel and not using fossil fuel anymore. So that market has actually really grown. It is still a bit mature, but for the past 5 years, 20 to 2025, so post-COVID, it has grown significantly. I am really excited. The first time I heard about that idea, I was like, sign me in. That's basically something at the time. So I joined the company in 2022. So it was, for me, something unheard of. We know about using waste oil. We know about using pills. We know about using cook oil. But from algae, it was really more still new, especially of the species we are using. People are familiar in Cape Town about kelp. They are not that much about Ulva. What I see that this technology going really far. It's a bit like your, if I can put it that way, Netflix was in 2000 and people were not knowing much about streaming. It is still it's not a mature technology yet, but in 10, 15 years from now, that's what everyone will be using, everyone will be betting on. People are already using green hydrogen a lot because there's already mature technology about it. When it comes to the technology of producing biofuel from Ulva, I see that really going far in the next 10 to 12 years, especially for the maritime sector, who needs quite urgently. So SeaH4 did pitch at the Aegis last year. From that, we had good outcome. We were approached from one investor company. If I do recall correctly, it was a private company, and that company was just really eager and interested in what we do. The only concern was that we were pre-revenue and that they do put in money into a post-revenue company. But they basically asked us to keep them in the loop, inform them of any progress structure that we do, and that they want to be part of what we do. We also got approached in a different partnership. I got approached from a company that in the aerospace, if I do recall, but they do need a biofuel instead of a fossil fuel, because they also want to decarbonize. Their innovation is the fact that they use decarbonize, they use green fuel. So for that, they were wanted to partnership, even being our client, at the stage when we'll be able to produce, if we can sell that to them. So we got a good outcomes out of the pitch. What can I add? So basically, we got good updates and good progress at the moment at SeaH4. We register our company Scorpion. So that's a joint venture from Kaoko, our Namibian partners, and ourselves. We are 50% owners, and that's basically the pilot plant project that will be happening in Namibia. Company has been registered. As I speak at the moment, our CEO is there to have meaningful meetings with other persons on the land. We do have a 3D project that has been planned. There's a promotion video coming in the next few weeks. We also have started our environmental impact assessment there. So it has been busy. SeaH4 has been quite busy at the moment.